Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 13th of December for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but please stay with me because then I will dive deep and in forensic detail give you the inside track for your particular zodiac sign. This week begins with Mercury moving from the sign of Sagittarius into the earth sign of Capricorn. Now Mercury is very effective in Capricorn, particularly around business matters, but is replaced in the sign of Sagittarius by Mars. Now Mars governs the second decan of Sagittarius, so it's very much at home in this sign. Sagittarius energy is very much to do with being adventurous and pioneering and buccaneering, and the Sun stays in the sign of Sagittarius, and Mercury and Mars are going to be in a semi-sextile this week, which is very enabling, so that's something to really appreciate. I should say that Mercury joins up with Venus and Pluto in Capricorn, so if there are things that we need to grapple with of a more material nature, or it is around a relationship situation where we're looking to get some greater clarity about just how steadfast it is or not, the discussions that can follow from Mercury in that arena, along with Venus and Pluto, can be very helpful. But of course, due to COVID regulations, it's not so easy to think about widening our horizons in a more physical way with the arrival of Mars in Sagittarius. But the Sun this week forges an amazing link to Jupiter. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, so there's a receptivity here. And this angle, the sextile between the Sun and Jupiter, is probably one of the most fortunate ones that can be struck in astrology. So if there is something around a group activity, a wider principle that you're really interested in, that you can come together with people, even if that's not physically possible, perhaps through the internet, the uplifting energy of the Sun and Jupiter really can be something we can all appreciate this week. And for some lucky people, depending on their nativities, their natal charts, this could bring about a real stroke of giant fortune. Now this is a week, of course, when we do have a full moon, and this full moon occurs in the sign of Gemini, which is very fleet-footed, ruled by Mercury, but it's forging a really uplifting link with Jupiter too. So there's a lot to be excited about this week, but it has to be said that Venus does go into retrograde as the week draws to a close, which goes on through to the 29th of January. But there's a lovely link between Uranus and Mercury as the week draws to a close. So if we are thinking about trying to make the most of our resources, an imaginative idea, thinking about something to do with technology that provides a service to others and maybe earns an income to us, can also be something that inspires. So in general, a really sparkling week. But if you're new to my channel, I would be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And if you'd like to order your year 2022 personal forecast, you can do that by clicking on the link beneath this video. You can get a character analysis as well, 30% off, the rest of this year free, or if you order earlier in January, you can get the full 12 months from the point of that order. Gain searing insights into how your personal astrology is evolving in relation to the planets moving in the sky above us. But stay with me for that detailed forecast next. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 13th of December. The arrival of Mars in your sector of success and goals to join with the Sun on Monday is a really notable moment because Mars is going to be here through to the 24th of January. So right through that period, this is going to give you more dynamism, more self-confidence. It's going to help you to raise your profile. It can be brilliant if you're looking for a new job or thinking of starting your own enterprise. But also, the Sun in this location is linking in a subtle but powerful way to your co-ruler of Jupiter, which is in your 12th house. In a professional situation, even if you feel that you've not been appreciated as much as you would like, someone could surprise you. It could be a customer, it could be a colleague, it could even be a line manager. If you're a boss, maybe you're going to do something that's very generous to recognise and acknowledge the sacrifices that people have made on your behalf. So some good news can come about your work or about professional recognition this week, but it may come about in a way that you're not quite expecting. Now, of course, Mercury also moves on Monday into your sector of friendship, where Venus and Pluto have been very closely tethered together. Of course, last week came into an exact conjunction, but on Sunday, Venus slams on the brakes, goes into a very sensitive retrograde, which will last through to the 29th of January. But this could make you think in a very sentimental way, a very nostalgic way for past friendships or associations, maybe even a past love life. But with Pluto, we've always got to be thinking of motive. It's about a desire, but sometimes a hidden desire. Venus can be very, very lovely, and having Mercury here as well means that it could be you will want to celebrate your friendships. But don't be surprised if you're actually spending time socialising with people you work with. That can be a feature of the next few weeks. But as the week draws to a close, the full moon says, if you are spending so much time at work, trying to spin all those plates professionally, just make sure in the following 2 weeks you do give yourself some moments of peace and tranquility to recharge your batteries. But the great link between Mercury and Uranus right at the end of this week can point towards a new connection, a new friendship, a sparkling alliance that could thrill and absolutely delight you.